gift by midnight tonight, and make sure to go all out and be all in by visiting iwu.edu/all-in. Michael Eganhouse and Hayden with you on the call tonight, and just an overall great day for Illinois Wesleyan. Baseball team's playing, we got lots of activities going on, and life couldn't be better.
Absolutely. It's just a beautiful day to play baseball, nice and sunny out, and the Titans on a 5-game winning streak right now, looking to make it 6 against North Central.
Yeah, Titans have really found their stride. You know, they started 0-2 against CCIW Conference, but they've really found their stride going on so far. Like you mentioned, that win streak, they're going to try to continue it against a good North Central team. When you look at their record in the CCIW, they've played one more game than the Titans have in CCIW action. So this is a big game for the Titans, a big game for them in the conference to try and continue their success and really kind of propel themselves towards that momentum of trying to get this conference, being winners in this conference.
Absolutely, and I think they have the batting percentage to do it right now. They have just been hitting out of their minds lately, making some great offensive runs.
There we go. Okay, there we go. Let's meet today's starters. First for the Cardinals of North Central. Batting first and playing right field, number 2, Peyton Berg. Batting second and playing third, number 16, Jackson Bland. Batting third, playing second, number 19, John Michael Scumaci. Batting cleanup, playing first, number 6, Austin Winky. Batting fifth, the catcher, number 20, Henry Saul. Batting sixth, playing center field, number 34, Caleb Coberly. Batting seventh, playing left field, number 8, Parker Wyatt. Batting eighth, the shortstop, number 23, Justin Lane. Batting ninth, the DH, number 4, Colby Fuji. And on the mound for the Cardinals, number 27, Brian Duvall. And now the starters for your Illinois Wesleyan Titans. Batting first and in right field, number 14, Tristan Figgis. Batting second, the shortstop, number 33, Justin Godomsky. Batting third, playing first, number 27, Cade Tomhave. Batting cleanup and at third base, number 1, Jimmy Gergoni. Batting fifth, the DH, number 32, JP Ferraro. Batting sixth, the catcher, number 0, Tyler Woltman. Batting seventh and playing second, number 7, Gage Wolf. Batting eighth and in left field, number 41, Jack Flagg. Batting ninth and in center field, number 19, Matt Hudick. And then on the mound for your Titans, number 45, Jake Pullum. And will you all please rise and remove your caps as we honor America in the playing of our national anthem.
Alrighty, we are just about set to go here at Jack Hornberger Field. Pretty good crowd today, as expected for All-In Day, Hayden, but it was still a little bit brisk, for my liking at least.
Absolutely.
This weather really needs to decide to warm up, but we'll take a quick look at the Titan defense. Going from left to right in the outfield, it's Flagg, Hudick, and Figgis. And then on the infield, Gergoni and Gadomski will be on the left side, Wolf and Tomhave on the right side, and your pitcher, Jake Pullum, with the catcher, Tyler Woltman, as the backstop. And that's really been a thing that we've noticed, Hayden. The offense, I would say, struggled a little bit early in the season. They've really picked it up, but the Titan defense also doing their part in keeping the Titans in the games. If they do fall down early, they're able to kind of keep themselves in it lately and give them a chance to at least come back.
Absolutely. I think the Titans have done a great job of just eliminating those small mistakes. You know, against Wabash, against North Park, we saw them make these small mistakes that allowed Wabash and North Park to get more runs, get more, just further ahead of the Titans. And now, since they've eliminated those mistakes, they're limiting those runs, and now when they go on those offensive streaks, they have a much better chance at getting ahead on the board.
So Pullum is all warmed up and ready to go, and he will face the first hitter for North Central. As it will be Berg, the right fielder for the Cardinals. First pitch is outside for a ball. See how aggressive each team is. Titans being very aggressive in the last couple of games as that one's hit up the middle. Ranging over, long throw, not going to be in time though. Wolf over at second. That was a tough play, ranging over. Really no chance on the long throw there. So Berg reaches on the hit up the middle, and it will be Jackson Bland now at the plate for the Cardinals. Pullum misses outside, a pretty good pitch. It's a 1-0 count. They'll check on the runner. been a lot of new cool tools, that we'll get into. That one's a ball, but all-in day, such an important part of this baseball for the Titans. They've got some new technology that's been pretty cool, allowing them to advance their training and statistics as throw over not in time. It's a 2-0 count for Jake Pullum. And another one inside makes it 3-0. Not a good start here for this at bat. Jake Pullum getting himself into some trouble with this count. Already with a runner on, you don't want to give him another runner. And that'll be ball 4. Not what Jake wanted right there, giving him the runner. Now there's 2 on for the Cardinals. And you got to think he needs to get out of this jam early if he wants to keep this scoreboard at 0-0. That'll bring up Skumachi.
Skumachi with a .268 batting average on the season right now.
I believe he leads the Cardinals in home runs. He has 4 on the year.
Yeah, 4 home runs and 8 two-base hits. If he gets one of those right now, it'll put the Cardinals in a good position at the start of the game.
So one of the dangerous hitters for the Cardinals. Squares the bunt, fouls it off. That one got a little up at close and personal. He'll find himself in the hole 0-2 though. Still no outs. See what Pullum decides to go with on the 0-2 pitch. Tries to go outside. Pullum having some trouble finding the strike zone a little bit in the previous at-bats. He's got 2 strikes here. We'll see if he tries to go and chase. Seems like he's really worried about the runners. A couple of throwovers to first. Now he steps off.
Yeah, Jake Pullum really checking on those runners a lot. Now the second baseman finally pulling off from second base.
Skumachi's being patient. It's now 2-2 count. He'll hit that one over to the shortstop. Gdański ranges over to second, out for 1, over to first, and they get both of them. So a double play for Pullum, and that's a massive play by the Titan defense, getting 2 outs. They do have the runner at third, but you'll take 2 outs anytime you can get them.
Absolutely. Now it's just an easy ground out to first, and the Titans will get out of this inning.
So now it'll be Austin Winkie for the Cardinals. Ball 1. We mentioned Wesleyan with the 5-game win streak. The Cardinals are on a win streak of their own, 3-game win streak. They've teared it up in the CCIW so far.
Yeah, both teams are equal in the number of games won and lost in conference play right now. So this game is really about who is the better between the Titans and the Cardinals.
swing and a miss. Good pitch from Jake Pullum. Fools Winky. Brings the count to 1-2. Berg still over at third. One-two chopped foul.
Berg is looking really relaxed over there at third. He casually strolls back to third base.
He's just waiting for an opportunity. Winky's trying to get him the opportunity across the plate. We'll see what Pullum goes with. That one spiked in the turf. Not a lot of off-speed pitches so far thrown by Pullum. We'll see if he goes there. He goes with the heat. That's going to be grounded due. Gadomski, he'll throw over and record the third out. So Jake Pullum allows a couple of base runners, but he's able to get out of it. And it is tied 0-0. We're headed to the bottom of the first on the Titan Broadcast Network.
Why is Illinois Wesleyan the #1 school in Illinois for jobs? Maybe it's because we're the AND University. That's right, A-N-D. And. Here you can explore the arts and study in a pre-professional program. Double major and play a sport. Do an internship and study abroad. Your opportunities are endless. Set yourself apart with a degree from Illinois Wesleyan.
Berg drives one in the air to center field. This is down for a base hit. The Titans are going to win the ball game. Ethan Berg walks it off, and the Titans storm all the way back with 9 runs in their last 2 innings. They win it tonight, 13-12.
Welcome back into Jack Hornberger Field as Titans and the Cardinals face off in a CCIW matchup. As the Titans will come up to bat with a offense, Hayden, that we've mentioned and we're going to talk about all night, but they've really found their stride. Struggled early, but are scoring a lot of runs, and specifically in this top half of the lineup, really doing a great job of making contact.
Yeah, right now Figgis, who's up to bat, has a .411 on-base percentage. That is huge.
Can't score if you don't get on base, as that one's taken for a ball. That one's check swing, but it's going to be, unfortunately for the Titans, hit over to Austin Winky at first, and that'll be the first out. Brian Duvall is the pitcher for the Cardinals, the left-hander, as Gadomski will step in. That one is hit foul and out of play.
Luckily, no insurance needed on that hit.
Gadomski hits that one into center field, but under it is Caleb Coberly. And just like that, 2 outs for the pitcher in Duval. We mentioned some of that technology. Titans were able to get a new camera system that they've really put into use this year. And that, of course, that would not be possible if it weren't for All-In Day. So that has really allowed the Titans to kind of up their game in terms of their preparation. As that one's taken for a ball. We've seen it all over social media, Hayden. They talk about their pitching arm angles, their batting stances, their swings. It's pretty amazing what the technology can do nowadays.
Oh, absolutely. Like, I love sitting here during the games and just hearing how hard someone hits it, how far they've hit it when they hit a home run. It adds so much more fun to the game when you can get those statistics. Kind of hype yourself up a little bit after games, too, when you look back.
That one's chopped over to third. Coming in, tough play for Jackson Bland. He'll throw over, and he'll get the out as Tom Have is retired. Couple of quick half innings for each team, but the Titans go down, and the Cardinals will come back up to bat. We're watching Illinois Wesleyan baseball on 12 Ounce Sports and IWUsports.com. bunt down. Titan defense stepping up, gets the lead runner, Sauls at first. Grounded over to third and over to Tom Have for the out, as it is Coberly that was on first. He moves to second. So with 2 outs, it's going to be Justin Lang for the Cardinals.
Lang much less of a threat at bat. He's only has 9 RBIs on the season.
Pullum misses low and away for ball 1. Again, he tries to go outside. He's really trying to go outside, but cannot find the zone. Throwing a little extra oomph on that pitch. Count is 2-0 to Lang. Coberly's on second. As the 2-0s hit foul and out of play. The 2-1 pitch is coming, and it evens it up at 2-2. Nice pitch right there by Pullum, hitting the zone on the outside half of the plate.
Lang caught watching. Now there's a lot of pressure on him to get a hit here.
2s across the board as Pullum gets ready to deliver. They had him a little bit picked off over at second base. Coberly back in there safely, though. Titan defense not really in a position to tag him out, but no harm done. As the 2-2 is called, strike 3. So Jake Pullum will strike out Lang, and that will end the inning for the Titans. They'll come back up to bat on All-In Day here at Illinois Wesleyan. Don't forget, we are very appreciative of your support, and we would love for you to donate as you're watching Illinois Wesleyan baseball on the Titan Broadcast Network.
OSF Healthcare Cardiovascular Institute has been named one of the top hospital systems in the country for heart care. This prestigious award by the American College of Cardiology comes from our commitment to providing the highest quality of care, from general cardiology to complex surgeries and the latest technology. Nationally recognized heart care right here. OSF Healthcare Cardiovascular Institute.
What is proven science? At Just Thrive, it's about best-in-class clinical research. It's about supplements that empower users to control their health. These are the elements that make up the foundation of Just Thrive. Our proven, clinically backed, proprietary probiotic removes the guesswork from supplement selection because we've done the work for you to ensure that you're getting the best product possible, empowering you to take back control of your health from a leader in the digestive, immune, and emotional health spaces.
Of Titan baseball here on All-In Day, and quick couple of shout outs that we'd like to make. Jeff and Janet Solbert, Matt and Lucy Wisdom, and Steve Ring, we appreciate your support, and we would appreciate everyone's support, as nothing that we do for the baseball team would be possible without all of you, as the first pitch is called a strike. Gergoni at the plate. Chops that one right back to the pitcher, Duvall. He'll chop over and throw it over. And Hayden, it seems like this game's going very quickly. Both pitchers being very efficient, getting quick outs.
Absolutely, like both of them staying calm, staying collected, throwing good pitches. We are seeing hits, though, is the weird thing. We're seeing a lot of people get to first base and even to second. Just nothing really sending anyone home.
J.P. Ferraro will step in. Watch that one high and away. Good eye from Ferraro.
Ferraro with the .679 slugging percentage on the season.
Watch as that one is in a very good count right now, 3-0. See what Duval throws. And that one, he hits the outside part of the plate, brings it to 3-1. Good take from Ferraro. Man, that was a tough pitch to lay off. He thought about it, checked the swing, but good job by Ferraro there not to fully commit.
And now he's just in a nice, comfortable position to take second. As Woltman comes on to bat.
Woltman, the backstopper for the Titans, takes a strike on the outside part. Off-speed pitch dropped in by Duval. Maybe trying to change the timing of the hitters a little bit there. Oh, 2 hit over to the shortstop. Scooped up by Lang. He'll throw over to second. Over to first. Safe at first. And that was great effort by Woltman to beat out the throw there at first.
Double play there could really have stopped any momentum they could gain this inning, but by keeping it to 1 out, they still got a chance here with Gage Wolf up to bat.
Wolf, the second baseman for the Titans, having a fantastic year on the offensive side of the ball. Really him, Tom Hibb, and Gadomski, all three of those guys for the Titans have just really, really turned it on. So foul that one off for a strike. It's a 1-1 count with 2 outs. Woltman's at first, and they'll check on him. Wolf will swing, hit right back up the middle to Lang. He'll step on second, get the force, as the third out is recorded for the Cardinals. That will retire the Titans. As you're watching Illinois Wesleyan baseball on the Titan Broadcast Network on All In Day. Don't forget to donate.
Why is Illinois Wesleyan the #1 school in Illinois for jobs? Maybe it's because we're the AND University. That's right, A-N-D. And. Here you can explore the arts and study in a pre-professional program, double major, and play a sport, do an internship, and study abroad. Your opportunities are endless. Set yourself apart with a degree from Illinois Wesleyan.
It's the Titans on the defensive side of the ball, as we're still knotted at 0 here in the top of the third. And Hayden, it's kind of feeling like it's turning into a little bit of a pitcher's duel. We've had a couple of those this year. What do the Titans need to do? Obviously, on the defensive side of the ball here, they need to get 3 outs, send their offense back out on the board. But for each team, really, what do you think is the key to breaking up a pitcher's duel?
Honestly, it's just big hits. You need big hits placed well, not either home runs or just nice singles that will keep advancing runners. Right now, we're seeing a lot of just easy ground outs. I think as long as we find good hits, then that's what's going to end this pitcher's duel.
Fuji will step in for the Cardinals as that one's taken for a ball. Another take brings the count to 2-0. Cardinals really making Jake Pullum work, throwing a decent amount of pitches as that one's chopped over the third baseman's head, as Jimmy Gargoni kind of put his hands up when he saw that nothing really he could do. That one was hit real high off the bounce.
He did. He just gave up. He was just like, yep, that one's going over my head.
Tough break for Gargoni at third. Not really much he could do there unless he had, maybe if he had superpowers, I don't know. Maybe get some extra jump in there, but unfortunately he doesn't have that. So
I don't know. He's got big legs, He could probably jump that.
Cardinals will find it with a base runner as that one's fouled off by Berg. Berg with one of the 2 total hits in the game so far. Not a lot going on the offensive side of the ball. It's got an 0-1 count against Pullum. Make that 1-1 as that one's missing low and outside. So we wait for the 1-1 pitch. Outside again. Another foul. Good battle, Hayden, going on here. Jake Pullum trying to find a way to get him out, but just finding contact gets the foul out, or foul ball right there, staying alive in the at-bat.
That's what North Central needs. They just need to get another just good, solid hit, advance the runners to base.
And speaking of runners, they'll check on him at first.
Pullum really checking on the runners today. He's really going after those runners at first base.
Not a huge lead over there at first, as he'll deliver outside for a ball.
I think that's wise, though, from the North Central runner. He's seen that Pullum really likes that first base, to throw to first base, try to get those out. So keep yourself safe, right? No silly mistakes.
A full count. And ball 4 is thrown. So 2 runners on for the Cardinals, as Jake Pullum finds himself in another situation with 2 runners on.
Third baseman number 16, Jackson Bland.
As Jackson Bland will be tasked now with trying to get at least one, if not both of the runners advanced, and to cross the plate, try and break this deadlock at 0. He'll square to bunt. Pulls back in time, though, for ball one.
Mm-hmm.
It's really not a bad idea right there to bunt.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of expected when you have 0 outs. You got 2 on. Easy way to move the runner over.
Mm-hmm.
I like that small ball approach, though.
Mm-hmm.
With that bunting, you don't need. I mean, obviously home runs are nice, but do the simple things. If you can do the simple things well, as he squares the bunt again, that was taken for a ball. If you do the simple things well, it usually turns out good for you.
Absolutely, cannot agree more.
Pullum trying to battle. He's got a 2-1 count. Has another square to bunt, but that's foul.
That was probably the quietest little bunt I've ever heard. It was just like the tiniest little ding.
Luckily for Pullum, it went foul.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see if the hitter Blaine will square up to bunt once again, or if he'll take a hack with a 2-2 count. And he will swing away, but he'll foul it back.
Man, 2 back-to-back batters who are really battling Pullum here.
That one hit right back to Pullum. He'll go over to the lead runner. Throw not handled as Gergoni. Probably, if we asked him, he would tell you that that's a play that he's got to make.
Oh, absolutely. It's a wise move from Pullum there to go to the third base, try and prevent them being that close to home. But a silly mistake like that, just a bad throw, has put North Central in just a prime position.
So with that miscue by the Titan defense, it's going to be bases loaded and nobody out. As if Jake Pullum wasn't in a pickle now, he really is.
Mm-hmm.
As Scumaci will look at strike one.
Scumaci with only 15 RBIs on the season right now, with 97 total at-bats.
That one hit off the backstop, and luckily the backstop that one careened basically right back to Woltman. So lucky for the Titans, Fuji thought about coming home, but able to not get there because of the backstop.
Thank goodness for that. North Central bench now, too, starting to get a little chirpy.
Gotta love a little brotherly love trying to get into the game, right?
Exactly.
That one's fouled back. Berg is on second, Bland on first, Fuji on third. Pullum trying to get himself out of this. Swing and a miss. And that will be a strikeout for Jake Pullum, and that is a massive out when you look at who's on base, because now that you have one out, it sets up a double play opportunity.
Absolutely. And all you need is one double play, and you're out of this inning.
Austin Winky is at the plate. Ball one delivered. He'll be the double play victim that Pullum will be looking to try and get.
Winking with 303 batting average on the season right now. A good, competent batter to have up for this part of the North Central game, you know? Only one out. So if he gets a good hit on base, it's an easy point. Or run.
Yeah, really anything. Anything in the air that's not shallow, You're probably going to get him home on the tag from third. As he'll hit that one, and that's going to reach down into right center field. Cardinals will score a couple. And that's going to be 2 RBIs for the Cardinals. As Winky's able to drop it, really nice piece of hitting right there. Stayed back on the ball and able to drive it into right field.
Absolutely. Now the Cardinals don't have a lot of pressure on them. You know, they got a runner at third, a runner at first. They're just in another good scoring position to keep putting more runs on the board.
Saul will be at the plate. As the Cardinals get the first 2 runs of the game and break the 0-0 tie in the top of the third. As that one's fouled back. Luckily there's a net, as that one was coming straight back towards all of our nice equipment back here at Jack Hornberger Field. That one was taken for a ball, and that's yet another thing that the All-In Day helps with, Hayden, is our putting on our streams for the athletic communications department. We couldn't do that. Couldn't do these streams without that support, so we thank you for that.
Absolutely. I mean, it's an absolute pleasure to be able to work these games, talk about sports, and man, just have a good time while you're doing it. You know?
Absolutely, and we know a lot of the athletes are not from around here, so their families may not be able to travel all the time, so we're happy to bring them the games through our streams. And it also gives an opportunity for people like ourselves to get, professional experience, which is awesome. So we're young bucks in the world, just trying to find our way.
Yeah.
That one's in there for a strike, brings the count full, 3-2.
Yeah, you know, as a kid, you know, you watch NBA games, you watch MLB games, you watch NHL games, think, man, could I be that broadcaster one day? And now we finally get to actually do that and make that come a reality, and that's just a dream come true.
That one's hit into right field, going back on it, and making the catch is Tristan Figgis, but the runner will tag from third, and the Cardinals cross another run at home plate and extend their lead. So really the Cardinals, like I mentioned, not doing anything special, but they are able to hit the ball deep enough, tag the runner, and extend their lead, and that's all you really need to do.
Absolutely. It's going to give them a lot of confidence going into the bottom of the third. You know, if they just keep pitching like they have been, keep playing defensively like they have been, they're in a good position to win this game.
Coberly will step into the box as Jake Pullum is battling to try and get out of this. He's given up 3 runs. So miss a little bit high. Winky's on first for the Cardinals. That one's fouled back towards the housing behind us. Credit to Jake Pullum. He's not really giving in to the Cardinal hitters at all. He's making some good pitches, forcing them to foul it off, but just not able to find the outs that he needs right now in this inning, but still doing a good job of not giving in and just being like, all right, I've given up a couple of runs. It could be really easy to just say, I've given up a couple of runs, and kind of gets in their head.
Absolutely. You know, I think that was a problem, too, for the Titans early on, but they've really done a good job of just settling down and staying composed like Jake Pullum is right now.
Swing and a miss, and strike 3 for Jake Pullum. He'll get out of the inning, but the Cardinals find themselves up by 3. That finishes the top of the third. We'll head to the bottom of the third with the Titan Bats coming up on the Titan Broadcast Network and 12-Ounce Sports.
Why is Illinois Wesleyan the #1 school in Illinois for jobs? Maybe it's because we're the AND University. That's right, A-N-D. And. Here you can explore the arts and study in a pre-professional program. Double major and play a sport. Do an internship and study abroad. Your opportunities are endless. Set yourself apart with a degree from Illinois Wesleyan.
Berg drives one in the air to center field. This is down for a base hit. The Titans are going to win the ball game. Ethan Berg walks it off, and the Titans storm all the way back with 9 runs in their last 2 innings. They win it tonight, 13-12.
Michael and Hayden back here at Jack Hornberger Field with you. And Hayden, I got a little interesting fact for you.
All right, let's hear it.
So, we've been talking about the technology, and the Titans have a new TrackMan system. And what's really cool about it is they're one of the only D3 schools to have it.
Really?
One of the only D3 schools to have it. And I bet you would know why they have it.
Because of our all-in donors, isn't it?
That's exactly right, Hayden. Wow.
Man, how would I ever have guessed that?
That one's hit high and out of play by Jack Flagg. But that's something that's really cool for Wesleyan to have a bragging point as one of the only D3 schools to have one of those.
Absolutely. And just being an athlete for Wesleyan, we really have some of the nicest facilities across the country, and thank you so much to all the supporters who've supported us throughout the years. You've made our college experience just absolutely unforgettable.
Flag down in the count, 0-2, fouling off a couple of pitches. Again, if you are wondering where you can donate for All-In Day, it's iwu.edu/allin and help the baseball team reach their goals, as that one's taken for a ball low.
The Titans will do punishments for every fundraising goal they get. I've heard coaches have dyed their hair pink in the past, so if you want to see that, be sure to donate.
Swing and a miss from Flagg and strike 3, and I already have a rare hair color in red. I don't think I'd want to go pink, though.
It'd be really funny, though. I could see you as a pink head,
Really?
Yeah, I think you could pull it off, I think you just have to get like a pink tie to go with it,
I'm not so sure about that, Hayden. I don't know if I can agree with you on that one. That one's a strike. I'd like to think that I'm already rare enough with the red hair. Duvall still on the mound for the Cardinals in a 1-1 count to Matt Hudick. Drops an off-speed pitch in for strike 2. Titans really need to find something on the offensive side of the ball, down 3-0 right now. Still plenty of baseball left to play, though. It's not necessarily panic time for them. As contact is made, shallow center coming in and making the grab is Caleb Coberly. So quickly, 2 outs in the inning for the Titans. As Tristan Figgis will be back at the plate. And we're through 3 2/3, and the Titans have yet to find a hit still.
Yeah, this is a pattern we kind of see with the Titans. Early on, they tend to struggle batting, but then later, when the game is on the line, that's when they really just come alive.
That one misses from the pitcher, Duvall. But yeah, it seems like somehow the Titans, either they'll jump out early, or if they don't, that one's hit by Figgis out into right field and caught. It seems like they either jump out early or they wait until the very last second to give us a scare. But nothing can do there for Tristan Figgis, as that will be it for the Titan Bats. We'll have the Cardinal Bats coming up in the next half inning. You're watching the Titan Broadcast Network on and 12 Ounce Sports.
OSF Healthcare Cardiovascular Institute has been named one of the top hospital systems in the country for heart care. This prestigious award by the American College of Cardiology comes from our commitment to providing the highest quality of care. From general cardiology to complex surgeries and the latest technology. Nationally recognized heart care right here. OSF Healthcare Cardiovascular Institute.
What is proven science? At Just Thrive, it's about best-in-class clinical research. It's about supplements that empower users to control their health. These are the elements that make up the foundation of Just Thrive. Our proven, clinically backed, proprietary probiotic removes the guesswork from supplement selection because we've done the work for you to ensure that you're getting the best product possible, empowering you to take back control of your health from a leader in the digestive, immune, and emotional health spaces.
Illinois Wesleyan baseball on the Titan Broadcast Network and 12 Ounce Sports. The men in green find themselves down by 3 as Jake Pullum heads back out on the mound. Titans on the offensive side of the ball going down very quickly, still without a hit. North Central, 3 hits on 3 runs on 3 hits. Parker Wyatt, the right-handed hitter, will step up to battle Jake Pullum. Off-speed pitch misses for ball 1. Foul ball, tough break right there. Brings the count to 1-1. Nice pitch, hits the outside corner. What a battle right there, getting a piece of that.
I really like that about these North Central batters. They are always willing to go out with the swing. At almost every time they've been down 2 strikes, they've just kept swinging away.
Another 1-2 this time. Pullum gets him, strike 3. So Wyatt goes down on strikes. Lang now at the plate as Pullum has 4 strikeouts on the day so far. That one hit in between first and second, and that's going to be a base hit for the Cardinals. And again, just another nice piece of hitting by the Cardinals, making contact and finding that space. Fuji at the batter for the Cardinals, 1 for 1 on his day. As you gotta wonder what kind of leash, does Jake Pullum have? Again, it's still very early, but runner goes. That one's hit high into right field. Calling for it and making the catch is Tristan Figgis.
The North Central runner at first looked like he was about to go, but then he wisely tagged up.
North Central tried to get a stolen base, maybe a hit and run was called right there, but was unsuccessful. So Berg is at the plate. Lang still at first as they check on him. Pullum delivers and gets the swing and a miss for a strike. Two outs here for Pullum. As he misses the outside part of the plate. That looked like a pretty good pitch, Hayden.
Almost surprised it wasn't called a strike.
So a 1-1 count and 2 outs. As the next pitch is in there for strike 2. Check on the runner at first. I guess they really don't want him getting over there to second base.
Not at all. Pullum is trying not to give any leeway to this North Central team whatsoever.
Runner goes, ball gets hit by the batter. So Pullum loses control, and that'll put 2 on for the Cardinals. Jackson Bland, the hitter.
One hit and 1 run at 1 at bat right now.
Having himself a good game, the Batavia, Illinois native. As I watch the first pitch for a strike on the outside part of the plate from Pullum. That one high, good catch by Woltman to keep it in front of him. It's nice to have a catcher back there that you can trust in Tyler Woltman.
Woltman can just snag everything. It's crazy. Like, his reflexes are just impeccable.
Two on for the Cardinals. Pullum trying to get out of it. It's a 2-1 count. That one inside for ball 3. And I wonder, Hayden, we've seen not a ton, I would say, but a few instances where Pullum struggled with his command. Got to wonder how long they'll allow that to go on as the 3-1's hit right back up the middle to the shortstop. Flip over to second. They'll get the third out. That will retire the Cardinal hitters as we go out to break, we hope that you will go all in by visiting iwu.edu/allin and donate to the baseball team, as they really appreciate your support, as it's a great day to be a Titan on the Titan Broadcast Network. And we're back as the Titan Bats trying to get something going, facing the North Central Cardinals. And Hayden, they're down by 3 in this bottom half of the inning, but really this game can change at any point. We've seen the last game the Titans took the lead on a 3-run homer by J.P. Ferraro, so really the game can change in an instant. And if you're the Titans, you probably just got to keep the mindset of just keep going, and something's going to happen at some point.
Absolutely. These Wesleyan batters are great batters, powerful ones too, especially guys like Gadomski. They have great home run hitting, and I think this could be an inning we see something out of them.
So the right-hander for the men in green, Gadomski. He'll step into the box and watch a ball outside to make the count 1-0. Duvall still out on the mound for the Cardinals as Gadomski hits that one into right field. Going back on it at the wall, it's going to touch the ground, and Gadomski's going to have himself extra bases. And Hayden, you called it. Gadomski gets on base for the Titans, and they got something going.
Glad I didn't jinx it there. The Gadomski had the exact opposite effect.
So with Gadomski on second and in scoring position, that'll bring up Cade Tomhave. Tomhave, 27 RBIs coming into today. Would love to add another one and make it 28. As he'll hit that one into right field. Berg on it. And he'll make the catch. And Gadomski will tag and get there standing. So the Titans get a runner on third. Hayden, this is what we're talking about. You got to take the opportunities when you get them.
Absolutely. Titans in scoring position for what seems like the first time this game. And I think that all that he's having with these batters up next, they just need to do their job, get nice singles or something, and keep Gadomski in scoring position.
It'll be up to Jimmy Gargoni. So hit that one foul and out of play. Gargoni, one plate appearance already with a ground out. So he'll hit that one straight to the shortstop, and that was just unfortunate luck there for the Titans.
Mm-hmm.
So with that line out, it'll bring up 2 outs, and Gadomski stays at third. And Big Bad John, Mr. J.P. Ferraro, will step up to the plate. This is a time that you don't want to do too much. You got 2 outs, so it's going to be a little bit tougher to get Gadomski home. As the first 2 pitches miss the zone, it's a 2-0 count. swing and a miss from JP, and this is the time that I like to think of the acronym KISS, keep it simple, stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Missing again is Duval, make it 3-1. See if JP can draw the walk here as he'll hit that one right up the middle, ranging over, not getting it is Scumaci, and that will bring in a runner for the Titans as they break the scoreboard and get their first run of the game. And now they only trail by 2, and that's, you kind of build momentum throughout the game. You get one run, and that can hopefully eventually turn into more.
Yeah, it's just a small confidence builder for the Titans now. I mean, you got Woltman up here, fierce competitor. He's the perfect guy to advance the runners here.
Duval delivers a ball to Woltman. That one hacked at by Woltman, but that's going to go fouling out of play. A lot of room down the left field and right field lines for Woltman if he can either pull one or hit opposite field. Woltman right there, good eye, taking the ball a little bit just about chest level. That one towards the right field and going to get out of play once again. I think this would be a great time for Tyler Woltman to go all in and trying to get JP Ferraro into at least scoring position as he'll watch that one for strike 3. Not sure that he necessarily agreed with the call, but umpire says what he says, and that will retire the Titans, but they do find a run on the scoreboard. They trail it 3-1 against the North Central Cardinals. You're watching Illinois Wesleyan baseball on the Titan Broadcast Network and 12-ounce sports.
When competition for the best jobs is fierce, how do you set yourself apart? Experience? An education? Yes, but not just any education. At Illinois Wesleyan, we prepare graduates who break through the noise, who run the boardroom, the classroom, the lab, the stage. The best college for jobs in Illinois is right in your own backyard. Reach further, dream bigger, and break through at Illinois Wesleyan University.
Keeping pressure on the batters. Every batter he has faced has had to battle him. So I think this is going to be a good defensive inning for the Titans.
First one to battle him will be Scumaci as he'll look at a first pitch strike. Pullum has 4 strikeouts on the day as that one's fouled off.
Oh, and that one hit a car.
It's a dangerous spot over there in that parking lot. I'll tell you what, we'll probably say it every game this season. But if you come to Jack Hornberger Field, you need to be careful where you park. It's a 1-2 count to Scumaci. And that one gets way away from the pitcher, Pullum.
Good thing that North Central didn't have any runners on base, because that's a for sure steal right there.
Pullum once again showing a couple of those location miscues. As the 2-2 not called a strike. That'll bring the count full 3-2. Three-two pitch, strike 3, got him swinging. Jake Pullum beats Scumaci for the first out of the inning, and Pullum really gets the bag of tricks and pulls it out for the 5th strikeout of the game.
Mm-hmm. This is what we want to see more out of the Titans, just more momentum, more strikeouts. Keep North Central from scoring.
And another one gets away from Pullum to the batter, Winky. Release point just a little bit late on that one, pulling it a little bit to the right of Woltman. But comes back with one right down the pipe for a strike. Nice job by Pullum to rein it back in. Hits the zone again. Hayden, that's good to see from Pullum as he had that one wild pitch, but comes back with 2 strikes in a row.
Mm-hmm.
And yet another strike, and that'll be another strikeout for Jake Pullum.
He's doing so much better at just keeping his composure than he did earlier this season. Earlier in the season, he would make the same mistakes. A pitch would get away from him, and then that mistake would just kind of steamroll and keep happening until, unfortunately, he would subbed out. But he's staying up there, and he's still pitching strong. I loved it out of Jake Pullum.
He'll be facing Saul, who has an RBI to his name already. And he'll look at strike 1 in the zone. Looked like on that one, maybe Pullum putting a lot of extra effort into that pitch, but sometimes when you put in a little too much oomph, you can miss your spot pretty easy.
Mm-hmm.
Again, he'll miss the zone, brings the count to 2-1. It's 2 outs for Pullum. It's the top of the 5th. It's 3-1 Cardinals as that one's in there for a strike. Titans 1 run on 2 hits. Cardinals got 3 runs on 4 hits. As that one's chopped right back to Pullum. He'll jog over, underhand it, and record the out. So the Titans not letting the Cardinals extend their lead. It stays 3-1. You're watching the Illinois Wesleyan Titan baseball team on the Titan Broadcast Network on 12-ounce sports on All In Day at Wesleyan.
OSF Healthcare Cardiovascular Institute has been named one of the top hospital systems in the country for heart care. This prestigious award by the American College of Cardiology comes from our commitment to providing the highest quality of care, from general cardiology to complex surgeries and the latest technology. Nationally recognized heart care right here. OSF Healthcare Cardiovascular Institute.
What is proven science? At Just Thrive, it's about best-in-class clinical research. It's about supplements that empower users to control their health. These are the elements that make up the foundation of Just Thrive. Our proven, clinically backed, proprietary probiotic removes the guesswork from supplement selection because we've done the work for you to ensure that you're getting the best product possible, empowering you to take back control of your health from a leader in the digestive, immune, and emotional health spaces.
Titans trying to put all their effort into coming back into this one. They're down 3-1 as they put all their effort into this one. We want to ask you to put all your effort into All-In Day for Illinois Wesleyan, as you can head to iwu.edu/allin to donate to the baseball team. It does a lot of cool things for them as they got new camera systems, which helps the coaches, players, their analysis, whatever they may need for their performance, as a lot of cool things happening, especially also for the athletic communications, as that's how we're able to put on these awesome streams and get students professional experience. So make sure to head over and donate on All-In Day as the Titans are back up to bat, as a swing and a miss from Wolf makes it 0-1. Wolf scorches that one into center field. Diving and making the grab is the center fielder, Caleb Coberly. And Hayden, that was just a fantastic effort by Coberly. Tough break for the Titans.
Absolutely. It was a really well-hit ball, too. Just, dang, that was a good catch.
Coberly really laying out, using his full range to nab that ball out of center field. And that'll move the line to Jack Flagg, as he'll watch that one for ball one. Flagg will hit that one to right field, ranging over on it. The right fielder, it's going to be out of play. Berg had a long run to that one. Flagg, one of the 2 strikeout victims today, as he'll hit that one into right field. But under it is Peyton Berg for the Cardinals. Matt Hudick is up at the plate next, but fortunately for the Titans, just 2 batters and 2 at-bats that they're not able to get anything going so far, but Matt Hudick can change all that. As he'll do exactly that, as he'll hit it opposite field into left and reach base. So maybe Hayden, we just need to keep saying that, because Hudick,
it works. Maybe
Hudick hurt us. I don't know. Maybe that's a far-fetched idea, but if it works, it works.
Absolutely. And now Gadomski's up to bat. He's the only scorer for the Titans today, with 1 run.
Be Figgis, the batter. He'll get drilled. Didn't take very much time for him to reach base. And now it'll be Gadomski. 2 runners on. Really the first time the Titans have kind of felt like they've even threatened a little bit, other than the time that they did get the run across the plate. First pitch taken for a strike from Duvall to Gadomski. Oh, 1, 2 outs. That one's in the turf, blocked. Nice job by Henry Stahl behind the plate for the Cardinals. Brings the count to 1-1 as Gadomski will hit that one high, but it's going to be in center field and caught by Coberly. So 2 catches for Coberly will retire the Titans. They had a couple of runners on, but they strand them, and they still trail it 3-1. You're watching the Titan baseball team on the Titan Broadcast Network and 12 Ounce Sports. At Jack Hornberger Field in Bloomington, Illinois, as the Titans trail it 3-1. And it's a great day to be a Titan as it's all-in day. Lots of donations coming in. If you feel inclined to donate, go to iwu.edu/all-in. Donate to the baseball team. They would really appreciate your support. That's how they're able to get all the new technology and pay for their travel on their spring break trip and just really upgrade their program here in Bloomington, Illinois.
Yep. Makes them look pretty, too. Gives them nice jerseys. I especially like the new Titans black hats this year. They're just nice.
They do look pretty slick, I will say that. I can fully agree with that statement. As Pullum will go back to work and deliver a ball outside. Coberly, the batter, showing his defensive skills in the last half inning, making a couple of catches to rob the Titans of some bases. The 1-1 hit into center field, but not having to move very much is Matt Hudick out there as he'll make the grab for the first out.
Left fielder number 8, Parker Wyatt.
And I don't know, from my point of view, it kind of feels like this game, they're down 3-1, but they're staying in it. Pullum's kind of making sure he does his job, keeping his team in it, and it feels like whoever makes the next big mistake will kind of be the one to hurt from that, as that one's delivered into a strike. But hopefully the Titans aren't the team to make that mistake, but it kind of feels like whoever makes that mistake will kind of lose it and break open this game.
Absolutely. I can wholeheartedly agree. A lot of batting time left for the Titans to even out that score. Just one defensive mistake from the Cardinals that could be it for them.
Pullum gets the swing and a miss from the batter, Wyatt. The 1-2 pitch misses for ball 2. Wyatt's got 2 at-bats on the day. He's got a strikeout, as he'll foul that one out and towards the parking lot, out of play. Pullum so far, 4 hits, 3 runs, 2 of them earned, 2 walks, but 6 strikeouts. And that's a number that you like to see for Jake Pullum. That one just fouled off by Wyatt. You mentioned that bunt attempt earlier, Hayden, that quiet noise. That one maybe even quieter from the bat of Wyatt, but stays alive in the at-bat. Strike 3 called. What a beautiful pitch from Jake Pullen, taking a little bit off of that one, and off-speed pitch drops in there.
The shortstop, number 23, Justin Lane.
7 strikeouts for Pullum, 2 outs now.
Lang being one of his strikeout victims, so we'll see if Pullum can't do it again.
First pitch misses outside, and yeah, with 7 strikeouts on the day, you tend to see a lot of those numbers come up as you go through the order of this Cardinal lineup. Missing the outside half. Makes it 2-0 the count. 2 outs, though. In a 3-1 game in the top of the 6th here at Jack Hornberger Field. That one's scorched foul. Both teams really doing a good job of kind of just battling. That one's really inside, but fouling off pitches. We've noticed a lot of the batters not giving in, but if they see a good pitch, they don't just let it be a good pitch. They foul it off and spoil it, which is a key thing for both of the hitters of both teams in this game, is that one is in there for a strike. But it's important to note that, because I think sometimes the hitters get scared a little bit if they see a lot of good pitches.
Oh, absolutely. Like, as a batter, you just got to stay confident, you got to stay collected, and you just got to keep swinging.
And right on cue, that was another swing and fouled off. So they'll do the 3-2 pitch again. Pullum trying to figure out how to get Lang out with the 3-2 pitch and 2 outs coming. That one chopped over to third. Ranging in is Gergoni. He'll scoop it up, throw over, and record the out. So that'll end the inning for the Titans as they keep the score at 3-1. Their bats will be coming up next as you're watching Illinois Wesleyan baseball on the Titan Broadcast Network and 12-ounce sports on All In Day at IWU.
Why is Illinois Wesleyan the #1 school in Illinois for jobs? Maybe it's because we're the AND University. That's right, A-N-D. And here you can explore the arts and study in a pre-professional program, double major, and play a sport, do an internship, and study abroad. Your opportunities are endless. Set yourself apart with a degree from Illinois Wesleyan.
Berg drives one in the air to center field. This is down for a base hit. The Titans are going to win the ball game. Ethan Berg walks it off, and the Titans storm all the way back with 9 runs in their last 2 innings. They win it tonight, 13-12.
We're back at Jack Hornberger Field. Michael and Hayden with you on the call on a beautiful evening in Bloomington, Illinois, where the Titans are trying to find themselves back into the game, down 3-1. But really, Hayden, it seems like even though it's 3-1, it feels like the deficit shouldn't even be 2 runs, because it feels like there's not been a lot of offense in this game at all.
Definitely. The defense on both sides has just done a good job of getting the simple outs that they need to and holding back the runners, and made for a very low-scoring game.
Duvall back out on the mound versus Cade Tomhave as he looks at strike 1 to even it up. Tomhave, one of the star offensive bats in this lineup for the Titans. trying to get on base at least in the top of the 6th. So ground out to the shortstop as it's the bottom half of the inning, as I got my directions mixed up a little bit there, but that's no big deal. Duvall matching Pullum on his day, having a pretty good one himself as he'll face Gargoni, but he's got 3 hits, given up 1 run, a walk, and 2 strikeouts. So Pullum beating him in the strikeout department, but ultimately it's the scoreboard that matters, and Duvall has the advantage there. Gargoni finding himself with a 1-1 count. Strike 2 called. Two at-bats for Jimmy so far today. Little chin music by Duvall, up and in. That one by Gargoni hit over the shortstop's head, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. So Jimmy Gargoni trying to get the Titans lineup going, and with a man on base, hopefully he'll do just that with J.P. Ferraro at the plate.
Mm-hmm.
J.P. having a pretty good day. 1 for 1 RBI and a walk. Gargoni back at first safely. Bland, the third baseman for Cardinals, playing a little bit in, maybe expecting a bunt, as they'll check on the runner again. Fouled off. Yet again, another Titan hitter battling a good pitch, spoiling it.
Mm-hmm.
Another one fouled off by JP. Looked like maybe Gargoni was on the run. Oh, 2 count, 1 out, 1 on in the bottom of the 6th for the Titans. Good eye by JP right there. Hayden taking it outside, not getting too overzealous, trying to swing at something he shouldn't hit.
Mm-hmm.
They'll throw over, checking on Gargoni. Doesn't seem like any of the runners are really taking a big lead off of there. I'm not really sure if Duvall's just trying to play mind games with the Titan runners or what, but really Gargoni's not taking a huge lead at first.
Mm-hmm.
JP tried to check a swing, it's strike, and that's going to be a strike him out, throw him out. So that will end the inning for the Titans, and Hayden, that's the worst case scenario you could get right there for JP.
Absolutely, getting struck out, and then the tag out. The runner just went a little bit too early and was going to get caught in a pickle, so he decided to go for it. Sadly, just wasn't fast enough.
Strike him out, throw him out. We'll get the Titans to end the inning. The North Central Cardinals are up to bat next. You're watching Illinois Wesleyan Baseball on the Titan Broadcast Network and 12-Ounce Sports.
When competition for the best jobs is fierce, how do you set yourself apart? Experience? An education? Yes, but not just any education. At Illinois Wesleyan, we prepare graduates who break through the noise, who run the boardroom, the classroom, the lab, the stage. The best college for jobs in Illinois is right in your own backyard. Reach further, dream bigger, and break through at Illinois Wesleyan University.
Back at Jack Hornberger Field on a good evening here on the campus of Illinois Wesleyan University on All-In Day. And while you're on the stream and listening, we encourage you to go all out and be all in and visit iwu.edu/allin. Help the baseball team reach their goals, as they would not be able to do what they do without your support. And also the Athletic Communications Department. We would not be able to put on these awesome streams led by the head man in Tyler Wilson. Shout out to him for all his hard work in helping set up these streams. As we will get ready to face another Cardinal hitter in Fuji, as a new pitcher in Cole Benson is on the mound. Chopped over, handled by first baseman. He'll step on the bag and get the out. Tom Have over there at first doing his job. Berg will step up to the plate. 1-for-1 with a walk. Again, not really much going on in this game offensively. Swing and a miss, but feels like this should be maybe a one-run game and not a two-run game.
Absolutely.
Foul tip for a strike by Berg. All of North Central's runs coming in the third inning of this game. Titans came back in the fourth and scored one, and that's how we got to the score of 3-1. That one's chopped foul. Makes it a tough count, 0-2, and make it strike three. So Cole Benson comes into the game and gets a strikeout. So the first hitter's down, and that's going to bring up Jackson Bland. So that one's for a ball, and I wouldn't necessarily say I'm surprised that the Titans went to the bullpen in Cole Benson.
He's been pitching very well thus far.
It's obviously Pullum gave up a couple of runs, but overall I would say he had a decent day. I'm sure he would tell you that he didn't have the day that he may have wanted, giving up those runs. But overall I would say he kept him in the game. You know, a two-run lead is not something that you can't come back from. So that's all you can really ask for your starting pitcher. As that one's hit into left field, and that's going to reach the outfield grass and roll the Jack flag for a single. So John Michael Scumaci will be at the plate with Bland on first. He's got 3 at-bats and 2 strikeouts so far. Still check on the runner. Swing and a miss. Good pitch from Benson. Gets Scumaci hunting, but doesn't come up with anything. Again, they're going to check on the runner. It's an 0-1 count. Even it up at 1-1. With all these throwovers, Hayden, how aggressive do you think each team's going to be? I mean, the pitchers are probably throwing over there on purpose to try and litigate the possibility of a base runner. That one's hit over to second. Flipped over to short for the out, and that will end the inning. We'll get back to that conversation in just a moment, as that will end the 7th inning. We're back at Jack Hornberg Field. It's all-in day, and we have a special guest in Dylan. And Dylan, great day to be a Titan.
Yes, sir.
Lots of things going on, but just kind of speak to it as from your perspective, a student perspective. What does the all-in day mean for the whole community of Titans?
Yeah, I mean, all-in day it's a great opportunity for athletics and just overall the school just to, see how supportive our alumni are, and, just to be grateful of what we have here at Wesleyan and just all the opportunities that, come with it. So, yeah.
We certainly appreciate your support, and, there's a lot of opportunities for donations to be given.
Yeah.
Certainly. I think we're a little bit biased over here at Jack Hornberger Field, donating to the baseball team,
but I mean, with the baseball team, they've got like a whole new camera system where they're able to track so many different metrics, and I just think that's great for them. That's great for the recruiting aspect of the sport, and that just goes all around to all the different sports. I mean, look at all the facilities here. They're top-notch. I mean, you go to other Division III schools and you come here, it's a big difference, man. So I think it just shows, the support group that all athletes here just have around us, and, yeah, it's awesome.
As Woltman at the plate and was trying to pull that one a little bit left, but that's going to go foul. He's ahead in the count, 2-1, but yeah, a lot of these facilities you mentioned, I mean, Jack Hornberger Field it's a small stadium, but it's a really, really nice stadium.
Oh, it's beautiful, especially, you got all the trees in the background. I mean, you got the beautiful bleacher seats over here, and you got a great, beautiful concourse, and I just think it's special,
Very special, yeah. We would all encourage you, if you haven't been to Jack Hornberger Field, you should come out for a game, as Woltman
for sure
will hit that one into the outfield, and that's going to be caught by the left fielder. But whether it's baseball, softball, football, whatever sport you're into, you should come out to the campus of Illinois Wesleyan and check them out.
100%. Probably one of the most beautiful campuses that you'll find, especially in the Midwest. It's beautiful.
And if you feel so inclined to help out, you should go to iwu.edu/allin to donate and help the Illinois Wesleyan programs level up their game, as Gage Wolf will step in as he'll look at strike 2. But Dylan, we appreciate your perspective on All In Day. It's really good to hear from that, and we wish that everyone will help support us, but thank you for your time.
Yeah, of course.
And
of course.
Go Titans.
Yeah, go Titans. Make sure to donate.
Gage Wolf down in the count, 1-2. And it will stay 1-2 as he chops it foul. Titans trying to find something in the bottom of the 7th, down 3-1. Check swing, and strike 3 is the call. Tough break right there for Gage Wolf. Tried to hold up, but just not able to hold the bat back enough. Jack Flagg, the batter now. So he'll hit that one over to third, ranging over the bobble. The throw is not going to be in time as Jack Flagg hits it to Jackson Bland, but Bland not able to get a handle on the ball. And Hayden, that's an error by North Central. You got to take advantage of it. You get a base runner, you're down by 2, and your number of outs are dwindling away.
Absolutely. I mean, we talked about earlier in the game how a simple mistake like that could be a deciding factor in this game, and the Titans need to jump on this opportunity.
We'll check on the runner flag. It's a pretty important game early for the CCIW. We talked about it right as the game started. Cardinals coming in 5-2 in the CCIW, and the Titans coming in the exact same. Count is now 1-1. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Duvall still in the game for the Cardinals, facing Matt Hudick. Flagg is on first, trying to find himself a way to get into scoring position. The 1-2 pitch in the turf, but blocked by Henry Saul. Two-two pitch coming. Runner goes. Swing. Chopped over to first. Handled by the first baseman in Winky. And that will end the threat by the Titans as they still find themselves down 3-1. That will finish the bottom of the 7th. We're headed to the 8th on the Titan Broadcast Network and 12-ounce sports when we return.
OSF Healthcare Cardiovascular Institute has been named one of the top hospital systems in the country for heart care. This prestigious award by the American College of Cardiology comes from our commitment to providing the highest quality of care. From general cardiology to complex surgeries, OSF Healthcare Cardiovascular Institute has been named one of the top hospital systems in the country for heart care. This prestigious award by the American College of Cardiology comes from our commitment to providing the highest quality of care, from general cardiology to complex surgeries and the latest technology. Nationally recognized heart care right here. OSF Healthcare Cardiovascular Institute.
Michael and Hayden with you on the call here on the campus of Illinois Wesleyan University on an all-in day, a big day for all of the campus and Titan community as the Titans trying to claw their way back into this one, down 3-1. Cardinals are back up to bat with Winky leading off. Benson out for another inning of work. Winky 1 for 3, 2 RBIs and a strikeout. So we'll look at a first pitch in the turf for ball 1. Good pitch off speed, got Winky maybe thinking a fastball there, but pulls out the slow curveball and gets him swinging. Another off-speed pitch out in front of it, chopping it foul. 2 straight off-speed pitches from Cole Benson. We'll see if he goes with a heater or if he goes back to an off-speed pitch. Goes with an off-speed pitch as that's going to be hit to the second baseman, Wolf. He'll make the catch. And Benson being efficient right there. A couple pitches, able to get the Cardinal hitter out. That's what you like to see in a close game like this. Henry Saul will come up to the plate. He's got one of the RBIs for the Cardinals. As 3 straight off-speed pitches, that one drops in for strike 1. Like how Cole Benson is really mixing up his pitches right now. That one, a heater in the dirt, but throwing in some heaters, mixing the curveballs and changeups. That one's chopped over to the shortstop. Gadomski in on it. He'll make the throw over. And dropped by Tom Have. And Hayden,
Ooh.
That's a mistake. Once again, for the Titan defense, you can't have that happen.
Absolutely. The Titans are in a crucial position right now. They need to allow as little runs as possible in order to get back in this game. They only have two attempts at bat left. So
with that miscue by the Titan defense, Saul will be on first. Coberly will be the batter. And as you mentioned, it is the top of the 8th. 1 out. Titans going to be running out of outs on the offensive side of the ball, needing to keep the score right where it is. Benson will throw over, check on Saul at first. Strike called from Benson to Coberly. Got to think that the double play ball here is in action for Cole Benson. That one's hit. High, ranging over into foul territory. Making the grab is the third baseman for the Titans in Gargoni. Hayden, it wasn't a double play, but again, you'll take an out when you can get one, especially that ball staying in the field of play, not going out of play, giving the Cardinal hitter another chance.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, and that still kept the runner at first. So even though they didn't gain anything other than an out, they didn't allow anything other than an out as well, and that's huge for the Titans.
Wyatt at the dish with an 0-1 count. They're going to check on Saul once again at first. This one dropped in there for a strike. Wyatt not happy with the call from the home plate umpire. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That's going to end the inning for the Cardinals as Cole Benson has come into relief for the Titans, doing a fantastic job as he'll send the men in green and white back up to the dish on the Titan Broadcast Network and 12 Allen Sports when we return. And don't forget to donate on All-In Day. It's a tight one here at Jack Hornberger Field as it's a 3-1 score. Titans are up to bat in the bottom of the 8th as the Titan dugout liking the tunes here at Jack Hornberger Field.
Mm-hmm. They're getting hyped up there. They're doing some dances in the dugout. And as we've seen from the Titans repeatedly this year, these late innings is when they get their offense going. So we're hoping that these tunes get them hyped up and make some big hits.
They really need to get something going. 6 outs left for them to try and figure out this Cardinal team. The Cardinals, really, the only difference in this game, Hayden, has been that one inning for the Cardinals. They have scored all their runs in that top of the 3rd inning. Other than that, nothing on the scoreboard for them. And if you're the Titans, that's got to be frustrating because you've held them the rest of the game other than that inning, but that really goes to show that one inning in a baseball game can make all the difference.
Absolutely. Still, anything can happen in this game.
Leading off for the Titans will be the hitter in Tristan Figgis. As North Central does go to the bullpen in Elijah Hammond, as he'll get the swing and a miss from Figgis. So Duvall has his day end. He pitched very, very well for the Cardinals. Passing the torch to Hammond. Figgis two plate appearances so far and a 1-2 count. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Tristan Figgis went chasing as that was a great pitch from Hammond, getting out of the zone. Maybe feeling like the Titan hitters are getting a little anxious knowing that they don't have a lot of outs to play with. Gadomski the next hitter, the right-hander, 1 for 3. Hammond skips it in the turf. 1 ball, 0 strikes to Gadomski. Gadomski will hit that one into left field. Back on it is a left fielder. That one's going to get down and hit the wall. Gadomski going for extra bases as he'll easily get there standing into second base, and he's in scoring position, Hayden.
Mm-hmm. And that's exactly what we needed out of Gadomski, just a nice 2-base hit. And out of Cade Tomhave, we just need a nice single, nice double, anything to help advance the runners and get points on the board.
Hammond coming into the game, allowing that double for Gadomski. Now it's up to Tomhave to bring him home. And if they're able to bring him home, this would change the game a lot, as it would become a 1-run deficit, as that one is hit into right field. On it, making the catch, is the right fielder for the Cardinals and Peyton Berg. So that will be 2 outs now, and it'll be up to Jimmy Gargoni. Jimmy, 3 plate appearances and a hit. First pitch misses outside for a ball. Pretty big hole in between first and second, as the second baseman moves back. Now that one hit up the middle, gets through, and they're going to send the runner Gadomski, and he will score, and that's going to bring the Titan deficit to 1 now, as they get him on and they get him over and they cross the plate for a run.
Now the Cardinals starting to get a little nervous as their 2-run lead goes down to 1.
Constant pressure can be a key for this Titan lineup. We've seen them come back, especially most recently in their last series. They just kept clawing and they didn't get it all back in one swing, as J.P. Ferraro will foul that one off. JP with 2 appearances at the dish, a hit, an RBI, a walk, and a strikeout. So he's got just about a number in every statistic you can get at the plate. As he'll chop that one foul. Tough situation for JP Hayden. He's in an 0-2 count. He's got 2 outs. He needs to find a way just to make contact.
Mm-hmm.
Or do that. Watch a ball outside for taking it to count 1 and 2.
Mm-hmm. Man, a lot of pressure on Ferraro right now. Make something happen.
1-2 pitch, swing and a miss from J.P. Ferraro as he'll go down on strikes. But the Titans close the deficit a little bit as they bring in the score 3-2. You're watching Illinois Wesleyan baseball on the Titan Broadcast Network and 12-ounce sports on All In Day. Go donate.
Why is Illinois Wesleyan the #1 school in Illinois for jobs? Maybe it's because we're the AND University. That's right, A-N-D. And here you can explore the arts and study in a pre-professional program, double major, and play a sport, do an internship, and study abroad. Your opportunities are endless. Set yourself apart with a degree from Illinois Wesleyan.
Berg drives one in the air to center field. This is down for a base hit. The Titans are going to win the ball game. Ethan Berg walks it off, and the Titans storm all the way back with 9 runs in their last 2 innings. They win it tonight, 13-12.
We're through 8 and into the top of the 9th here at Jack Hornberger Field. Titans and Cardinals as North Central finds themselves up 3-2. Hayden, you need a clean inning from your defense. Good pitching here. Get to the bottom of the 9th and give your team a chance.
Absolutely. Benson has been pitching very well since he's came in. Hasn't given up any runs to the Cardinals, but he needs to do exactly that this time. And then we need big hits like you saw from Godomsky earlier.
First pitch from Benson is a strike to the hitter Lang. Another one off-speed pitch. Doesn't get the call, evens it up. Benson really changing it up there from that previous pitch to this pitch, bringing the heat, gets the swing and a miss. Lang 1 for 3. Strikeout. Benson has 2 strikeouts since he came in, as that one's fouled into the dugout of the Titans. Two pitch called, strike 3. Cole Benson fools Lang and gets the strikeout.
And that's exactly how you want this inning to start if you're the Titans. Huge sigh of relief there, I'm sure, from Benson.
That'll bring the strikeout total to 3 for Benson as he'll face Fuji. Takes ball 1 high and away. Looks like that was an off-speed pitch from Benson. Misses again. Three straight balls thrown from Cole Benson as Fuji is in a 3-0 count. That one drops in for a strike. That was an important pitch, Hayden. Down 3-0 in the count. You need to find yourself a way to get back into it because you don't want to let base runners on.
Absolutely.
And right as I say that, it's ball 4. So Fuji will reach first on a walk.
Right fielder number 2, Peyton Berg.
Peyton Berg, the right-hander at the dish. And it looks like we're going to have a pinch runner for North Central. So they get the walk and they'll substitute Yuki Yamada, it looks like, for the pinch runner. Still throw over and check on the new runner for North Central. And they'll check on him again as Yuki Yamada back in safely. Benson drops it in there for a strike. Really nice pitch from Benson. Chopped up back to the pitcher. He'll scoop it up. Underhand toss. And that will be the second out of the inning as Yamada will find himself on second.
Third baseman number 16, Jackson Land.
Land will be the man at the dish trying to get the runner in scoring position to advance. And that's the last thing you want if you're the Titans. First pitch outside for a ball. That one fouled back for a strike. Bland. A walk, a hit in 3 plate appearances for him. Long pause on the 1-1. It's called strike 2. Got to get the out here, Hayden. If you're the Titans, you'd think it's a 1-2 count. Good opportunity.
Woltman does a good job there, staring down the runner at second. Yeah.
Keeping him right where they want him to be on second, not letting him get any further. 2-2 pitch. Strike 3. And a big strikeout from Cole Benson ends the inning. The Titans coming up in the bottom of the 9th. It's 3-2. It'll be a good one, so stay tuned and go donate on All-In Day here at Illinois Wesleyan on the Titan Broadcast Network.
Why is Illinois Wesleyan the #1 school in Illinois for jobs? Maybe it's because we're the AND University. That's right, A-N-D. And here you can explore the arts and study in a pre-professional program, double major, and play a sport, do an internship, and study abroad. Your opportunities are endless. Set yourself apart with a degree from Illinois Wesleyan.
Titans down to their final 3 outs. It's the bottom of the 9th here at Jack Hornberger Field. All-In Day in Illinois Wesleyan. If you haven't already, you should go donate. Help out the baseball team. They can do a lot of cool things with your help and generosity. As the Cardinals are going to be looking to Elijah Hammond to close this one out. But the Titans fighting back, trying not to let that happen, is they're going to have Ben Ford come into the game to try and get things going in the bottom of the 9th.
Yep. And the Titans don't need a crazy inning to win this game, too. They only need 2 runs to seal the deal here. They've put themselves in a very good position to win this game, but they cannot have any mistakes at the plate. They got to swing well and not get caught looking at strikes.
First pitch, Hammond to Ford is a ball. That one fouled back by Ford. Ford so far, .378 batting average on the year. 14 hits and 37 at-bats. That pitch outside for a ball. No, that was a strike, I guess. Must have missed the strike call. My apologies. 2-1. That one is outside, so that will be a ball. Brings the count to 3-1.
Good eye from Ben Ford there. Leaves himself with some room to swing here.
Titan dugout getting into this one, and 3-1 count to Ben Ford. Ball 4. So the Titans starting off this inning with what they need, a base runner. Ben Ford draws the walk. And Gage Wolf will be the next up. As you love to see it, the Titan dugout really getting into this one, making some noise, trying to rattle the pitcher and Hammond out there on the mound. Squared to bunt, pulls back in time.
And the catcher's looking anxious about that runner at first, as he should be.
We'll see how aggressive Titans are with the runner in Ford. Squared to bunt. They get it down. It's going to be foul. Wolf trying to lay down the bunt. Looked like it maybe had a chance to stay fair, but fortunately picked up in foul territory, and he'll have to do it again. Before that happens, they'll throw over and check on the runner.
Ben Ford right now is 2 for 2 on stolen base attempts. So if he goes looking for a stolen base, he might get it.
And that's why they're checking on him, I guess. That was a good call by you looking at that.
That's the most we've seen any pitcher check on a single runner today. North Central really looking for that easy out, and I don't blame them.
That one fouled off, strike 2. Wolf looking a little upset with himself, not being able to lay down the bunt. Puts him in a tough spot now. We'll see if he goes back to the bunt, but with 2 strikes, I imagine he would not. Checks on the runner Ford with the encyclopedia of Hayden over here telling us his base running stats.
Ford has done an excellent job of diving back to that base. He's not gotten caught lacking at all.
1-2 pitch, outside, ball 2. Nobody out, bottom of the 9th, Titans down by 1, 2-2 count. Ball 3, make it full.
Lots of pressure here on Gage Wolf.
If it's your pitch to hit, hit it. If it's not, either foul it off or lay off a pitch out of the zone as they'll check on the runner Ford.
Gage Wolf only 6 strikeouts on 66 at-bats, so a lot could go well for him right here.
The left-handed hitter trying to get something going, dugout helping him out. 3-2 pitch, called strike 3. And he is not happy with that call whatsoever.
He really thought that one was a ball, too. He was getting ready to take off his pads and just trot down to first. But instead, he walks back to the dugout in frustration.
Tough break as the strikeout will send him back to the dugout. And it'll be Casey Swanson now at the plate coming into the game for the men in green and white as he'll foul the first pitch for strike one. Swanson coming into the game. Maybe seems like Michael Keller is trying to give it his last-ditch effort, you know, put in who he thinks gives him the best chance to win.
And Casey Swanson, a good pick here. She's got a .417 batting average on the season right now.
That is a darn good average for Casey Swanson.
He's got 4 RBIs on 12 at-bats. So this could be a good man here to get some runners in.
He's going to have to try and do it with an 0-2 count. Hammond checking on the runner.
That pitcher is not giving up on getting Benford out. He wants that out so badly.
That pickoff, was a little bit closer than all the other ones, but Ford being aware. 0-2 pitch, outside, ball one.
Benford just waiting for North Central to make a mistake.
The 1-2 pitch from Hammond. In the dirt, ball gets away from the catcher. Ford's going to advance into second. And again, you called it right there, an opportunity. And Benford able to take it as the catcher for North Central and Henry Saul not able to handle the pitch. Ford advances, and things get a little more interesting in the bottom of the ninth.
And again, we're hearing that IWU bench, or dugout, getting really hyped up.
2-2, called strike three. So the second punch out and the second out of the inning. Titans are down to their last out with the runner in scoring position. And it's going to be tough, but they're going to trust Matt Hudick to try and get the job done. As they'll hit that one in the left field, it's going to get down, fair ball, and rounding third and scoring is Ben Ford, and the Titans have tied it in the bottom of the ninth.
And that is exactly what they needed. The Titans are safe for another inning, and man, what a clutch hit by Matt Hudick. You could feel the pressure here on the field, and Matt Hudick delivered.
Tristan Figgis is now up, and the Titans have put themselves in a position to win it in the bottom of the ninth with a runner in scoring position. And with that, that's going to cause a mound visit, and rightfully so, for the North Central Cardinals.
You know, I got to say again, just huge props to Ben Ford. He was so patient on first base, never got caught out with how many times the pitcher checked up on him. Patiently waited for North Central to make a mistake, took advantage of it, and then put himself in prime position to score. And look at the result. Now we're probably going to a 10th inning.
Absolutely, as North Central will have the mound visit. They do have some action in their bullpen down the left field line. We'll see how much of a leash Hammond has giving up the lead. Can't imagine it will be too long of a leash, because if you're North Central, you can't really give up another run or else you lose. So if Hammond gets himself in a pickle, they'll probably pull him pretty quickly. As that one gets by the catcher again. And the runner advances to third. So Matt Hudick.
And all that's needed here is just a nice single to the outfield, and that's going to be game over for North Central. Wow, how the tables have turned.
Absolutely. The North Central Cardinals getting all of their runs early, and the Titans getting one at a time here, and with a chance to win it. As the pitch is in for a strike. Tristan Figgis could be your hero on All-In Day at Illinois Wesleyan. Trying to get Matt Hudick to cross the plate for the W. He'll chop that one up the middle. Tough play, ranging in. The transfer. And they got him. Oh, what a play by North Central defense. But the Titans tie it in the bottom of the ninth. We're headed to extras. We'll be back on the Titan Broadcast Network after these messages.
When competition for the best jobs is fierce, how do you set yourself apart? Experience? An education? Yes, but not just any education. At Illinois Wesleyan, we prepare graduates who break through the noise, who run the boardroom, the classroom, the lab, the stage. The best college for jobs in Illinois is right in your own backyard. Reach further, dream bigger, and break through at Illinois Wesleyan University.
Titan fans, your Titans tied it up in their last half inning on All-In Day, as you can support the baseball team by going to iwu.edu/allin and donating to help out the awesome things that the baseball team gets to do, like their trip to Florida, among other things, with their technology that they're able to get. And helps the coaching, helps the recruiting, get more people into the program. We appreciate all the love and support that the donators and donations give to us. So please head over to iwu.edu/allin and help us out on a great day to be a Titan, as we are headed to yet another half inning of play in the top of the 10th. And Hayden, we talked about it. The Titans, they gave up the 3 runs early to North Central. Didn't panic. They got one back at a time, able to tie it in the bottom of the 9th. Now they got to close it out in the top and give themselves a chance to win it in the bottom.
And I think if you're Iowa right now, you just have an advantage mentally. Like, you've battled back, you tied it up. And now if you're North Central, you're just a little down on yourself because you just gave up a lead.
Scumaci will be the first hitter, as Luke Schwab is now into the game for the Titans. A couple defensive switches as Luca Morelli will take the duties behind the plate. William Duff out in left. That one's hit high and foul. One pitch hit into left field. Going back on it is the left fielder at the wall. It's going to drop as it nearly got out of the ballpark. The Titans, they'll take the double because that was very close to being a home run.
Absolutely. That put a lot of pressure on the Titans. Put North Central in a really good position here.
As that was William Duff's first action of the game out there in left. Austin Winky at the dish with a runner on second. That one's hit high, but that's going to get out of play. Winky, 4 plate appearances, 1 hit, 2 RBIs, and a strikeout. The righty Schwab trying to keep things under control for the Titans. As he'll deliver a strike to the hitter Winky. Pitchers count 0-2. That one, strike 3 called. Got him looking. Luke Schwab bringing the heat. And that is a massive out for Luke Schwab, especially considering that he's got Scumaci out there at second base. That one misses outside to Saul. Goes back outside again, doesn't get the call once again, and makes it 2-0. You want to see Schwab stay aggressive here. You don't want Schwab to give in. But now 3 straight balls to Saul. .3-0, misses ball 4. That'll put 2 on. Some base traffic for North Central. Not what you want if you're Luke Schwab trying to get this into the bottom half of the inning tied at 3. Coberly at the plate. Good block by Morelli. That one nearly scooted past him, and that could have spelled real big trouble for the Titans.
Yes. Would have been an easy advance to third for the runner at second.
Another one inside missing. .2-0 count to Coberly. Saul at first, Scumaci on second. And that one misses. Schwab really struggling with his location right now. Hitters count 3-0. Make it 4-0 for a walk, and that'll load him up. As that's going to cause a visit. And Luke Schwab, if you're him, you find yourself in a really tough situation that's going to be really hard to get out of. See what their plan of attack is, though. I can't imagine that coach is too happy. And he'll make the decision to take him out. So Luke Schwab's day is done. And Hayden, I think that's probably the right call if you're the Titan coaching staff. You got the bases loaded, 1 out. Obviously, he's struggling with his command. And give something new to the hitters of North Central, bringing in a new pitcher.
Absolutely. I mean, when you come back from an inning where you tie it up, where you have a great defensive hold and then immediately give up 3 bases with only 1 out, it's hard to find a reason to keep you in at that point.
So the Titan bullpen is going to be tasked with doing what they can to keep it. It's been a close one, as we've mentioned. Recapping here, up to this point, North Central scoring 3 runs in the top of the 3rd. Titans came back in the bottom of the 4th, got 1 to make it 3-1, and then Titans have been the only ones to score up until now in the bottom of the 8th and the bottom of the 9th. Slowly clawing back to make it 3-3 and going to extras. Credit the Titans, though. Like we've said, they stayed in it. They didn't get frustrated, Hayden. And you want to see that, especially from a veteran-led group. Coach Keller talked about it earlier in the year. He was kind of surprised early that they couldn't close out games, but they're not necessarily having trouble closing out games lately. This one having a little bit of trouble, but now they've kind of found their groove, and that veteran presence is starting to show up.
Absolutely. You know, one thing I've really been impressed, too, throughout the season with the Titans is just how deep their bench is. You know, we've seen a lot of pitching subs throughout the season, and each one has continued to impress me. Like, in clutch situations like this, they can come in, they can put up strikes on the board, get strikeouts when need be.
So after Schwab made his exit, they're going to turn to that depth that Hayden just mentioned in the left-hander Luke Costello. And he'll be facing Parker Wyatt. 4 at-bats, tough day for Wyatt, and 3 strikeouts. And if you're a Titan fan, that's music to your ears. As the first pitch, he jumps on, and it will land out in left center, and that will cause the Cardinals to take the lead. 2 runs will score, and they waste no time jumping on Costello. And it is 5-3 now in the top of the 10th.
If you're Iowa here, you got to stay collected, got to stop any more runs right now.
Still only 1 out, first and second occupied for North Central. As that one's in there for a strike against Lang. Off-speed pitch, misses low in the zone. Costello goes back outside. That one just a bit outside once again. 2-1 the count. Cobley on second, Wyatt at first. That one laid off, 3-1. Ball 4, and that will load him up again for North Central.
This cannot be the outcome that Coach Keller had hoped for in this last inning right here.
Yeah, you go to Luke Costello thinking that he's going to be able to get the job done. He gives up 2 runs. Finds himself with the bases loaded again, and still only 1 out, as that one is chopped, and it's going to be foul. Luckily, that did go foul for the Titans. That was going to be a tough play for Gargoni coming in from his third base position. Yamada is the batter, as he'll swing and a miss. 0-2. O2 pitch, just got a piece of it, did Yamada, keeps himself alive. Costello can't be letting the 2 runs get to him right now. He's got to focus on Yamada and get an out. As that one's chopped over to second. They'll flip over to second, and that's going to be all, and a run will score for North Central, make it 6-3. And that's tough for Costello because you got the ground ball. It just didn't turn into the double play that you hoped for.
But now you're at 2 outs. You cannot contain any more runs and put yourself in a position to score runs when you're up to bat.
The righty Berg at the dish. Runner goes. Throw over to second. They are going to not get him.
That was a very ambitious steal right there. But, hey, it paid off.
That looked like a pretty close play out there at second base. Tag maybe not applied in time, but either way, runners at second and third now for the Cardinals. Nice swing and a miss. Induced from Costello. And strike 3 on the check swing. So that'll end the top of the 10th. But the Cardinals jump on the Titans. They get themselves a 3-run lead. We're headed to the bottom of the 10th. And stay tuned and go donate to Illinois Wesleyan on All-In Day for the baseball team as we're keeping it rolling on the Titan Broadcast Network. And we are back for the bottom of the 10th as the Titans are down to their last 3 outs. And the Cardinals will go to their bullpen to try and close it out. And they're going to go to number 31, Peyton Diaz. Try and get the last 3 outs and secure the win for the Cardinals and advance their CCIW record to 6-2. Titans trying to spoil it, do anything they can to improve their conference record. And Hayden, they didn't really do themselves any favors, the Titans, in that top half. You know, if you let up 1 run or 2, you'd say it's a little bit easier, but letting up 3 runs in that top half of the inning, it's going to be a tall task, but we'll see what they can do with Gadomski at the plate.
Gadomski has been one of their more reliable hitters this season, and especially this game, so it's a good thing they have him up first.
Now look at a first pitch strike from the right-hander Diaz. That one he takes in the turf. Gadomski hits that one off the bat, going back on it, trying to make the grab, but not is Yamada. Going into second, sliding, and getting in there safely is Gadomski. And Hayden, you are on it. He is on fire. He was 2 for 4. Make it 3 for 5.
Especially with making it all the way to second. It was ambitious going for second there, but it paid off, and it's exactly what the Titans needed there.
Aggressive mindset from Gadomski puts himself in a great position for the man at the plate in Cade Tomhave. Tomhave will look at a first pitch. Off speed in the zone, strike one. Next pitch misses. Evens it up, brought the heat on that one, did Diaz. Tomhave doing a good job being patient right there, taking 2 pitches out of the zone. Tomhave hits it, center field, at the wall, going back on it. It's going to drop. Titan base runners coming around. Gadomski, he's going to score. It's an RBI double for Tomhave, as that one was an absolute bomb to center field. I thought maybe it had a chance to get out of here.
Absolutely. It was right there on the wall, and, man, this is the explosive start the Titans needed. They are only 2 runs down now, and if they keep batting like this, it's going to be an even game in no time.
So an RBI double from Tomhave keeps the line moving to Jimmy Gergoni. And after that RBI double, they will have a mound visit just to try and calm down the defense and Diaz for North Central. They do have a right-hander down the left field line for the Cardinals warming up. Not going to see that right-hander come into the game quite yet, but certainly, as you mentioned, Hayden, if the Titans keep it going like they have, they might need to use that right-hander. Gergoni, another one of those guys, Hayden, that you mentioned, like Gadomski having a good day. Gergoni having himself a good day as well, 2 for 4 and an RBI. So he'll hit that one, going back on it, and making the grab is the North Central infield, and that is kind of a crusher for the Titans, as that one just able to not get out of play. Stays in the field of play, able to grab the out.
Yep. You still have a lot of opportunity as the Titans. You still got 2 outs to give, and you got a runner on second.
Ferraro at the dish, looks at a ball outside. A hit, an RBI, a walk for JP. As Diaz will even it up at 1-1 with a pitch on the inside corner. The 1-1 low, make it 2-1. Tom Have is on second. Big hack by JP, but he comes up empty-handed. I like that aggressiveness from JP, but with 2 strikes, he's going to have to be a little bit more careful, choke up on the bat.
Doesn't swing at that one.
That was a great take by JP, making it a full count, 1 out. Big hole up the middle, as JP will foul that one out of play behind us. Titan dugout once again, getting into it. "3-2" hits it right at the shortstop. Second baseman, excuse me, as JP made fantastic contact, but Schumacher able to make the grab.
It was a fantastic grab, too. He was quick with his hands, quick step, and just got it. And now the Titans' hope of victory slowly dwindling as they're down to only 1 out to give and a runner on second.
Strike 1 is called to the backstopper, Luca Morelli, for the Titans. Luca came in earlier in the game when they made a pitching change. Diaz, the righty, trying to figure out a way to close this one out. It's been a tight one all game long. One pitch hit into right field. Coming over. Not making the grab in right field is Peyton Berg. And that's going to score another one for the Titans. As Berg out there in right field gave it his best effort, but came up empty-handed.
And hope has entered the Titan dugout once more as Gage Wolf walks up to the plate.
We're going to have a pinch runner for the Titans. And out there at second base in scoring position.
We could go to an 11th inning at this point.
Derek Ittner out at second. Bottom of the 10th. Titans only down by 1. 6-5. And Wolf at the plate. Oh, 1 the count after Wolf fouls it down the first base line. Got to stay patient. Good eye from Wolf, lays it off. Wolf hit that one over to first, mishandled, and they're going to underhand flip and get the win due North Central as Hayden. That could have been a disaster for the Cardinals after that mishandle, but they're able to get the out and get the win.
Oh my goodness, man! I thought that IWU had that first base there after that mishandle, but they were able to fix their mistake, close it out, and I gotta hand it to the Titans. They battled for that.
They certainly did, as they were able to score a run in each of the 4th, 8th, and 9th. Came back, got it to extras, but they come up short against North Central as the Cardinals are going to win this one 6-5 in 11 innings, or 10 innings, excuse me. And that's got to be a tough one for the Titans You do all that work, you come back, but you're just not able to close it out. But you gotta be able to move on.
Yeah, and I gotta hand it to the Titans who played in like the 3rd, 4th, 5th inning. They really stuck in there, really kept the Cardinals from scoring anymore, and which allowed them to go into overtime innings. Yeah.
So your final score 6-5 as we wait to get word on if we will have some interviews. But before then, we will take a quick break on the Titan Broadcast Network, and we'll be back. Maybe.
Why is Illinois Wesleyan the #1 school in Illinois for jobs? Maybe it's because we're the AND University. That's right, A-N-D. And here you can explore the arts and study in a pre-professional program, double major, and play a sport, do an internship, and study abroad. Your opportunities are